right, glad you're here. Uh, what I got going on today is I'm gonna render down my pork fat. You always freeze it until we got a bad day outside and it's snowing and blowing and it's cold. So I figured it'd be a good day to do this on the inside. So I've already got started there. I got to sharpen my weapon here a little bit. And I got it in a roaster. I put about 3/4 of a cup of water in my roaster to get it started, so keep it from sticking to the bottom. But I'm also starting off at a low temperature. I got it on 150 right now and just kind of warm it up a little bit. Then I will turn it on up to about 250. And I don't want to go over 275 because I want to cook it as low as a temperature as I can. So I'm gonna get, I done got some cut up, got it in there. I'm gonna cut some of this up, and when I cut it up, I like to cut it up in pieces about 1 inch square, something about like that. That way, the smaller it is, the better it's gonna cook and render out. And I always use I started using a roaster. My cousin told me it was the best thing to use, so that's what I started using. And he is right. It's because you can set your temperature. You don't got to worry about it overheating, overcooking, and it just works out. And then a roaster, it holds quite a bit too. And I really like using it. So. And what I got here is just a leaf fat. The leaf fat supposed to be the best. They say a lot of people like using it to bake with. It will make a lot flakier crust, like the pie crust, or guess whatever bread you're baking. It makes a lot flakier crust on it. And I like lard. It's all natural. Natural, and when you melt it down in your skillet, it's always good and clear. Especially cooking in a cast iron skillet. It seems like it just makes everything better in a cast iron skillet. When you're frying your meat on your eggs. I use it every day for frying. They say it's got I don't know if I can pronounce this right, monosaturated fat. It's the same ingredient that's in olive oil. Got to get this cut up here. I still got a pile there to work on. I've cut up enough, got about the bottom of my roaster there covered. And I probably got, it's probably gonna be at least half full. I'm gonna get done. Always like doing stuff like this. I mean, it's really good. Your homemade lard is when you kill your own pork. The lard is really good, and it's I like to be, probably said before, I like to be as self-sufficient as I can. I just the way I like to live. And when you put that iron skillet on the stove, and you put an egg in it that I went out here and got out of my hen house, and a little bit of this lard in there and cook it in, it don't get no better. I use this mainly for frying every day, But I do keep Puritan oil, not Puritan oil, EVO olive oil. I do keep it on hand. And I usually deep fry in peanut oil just because it's got a higher heat tolerance. But it would taste better if I used this. I'll probably eventually just go to this lard in my deep fryer too, because one thing, it's better for you than peanut oil. And another thing, peanut oil has got so high it is really expensive. When you're trimming this up, you can do it like everything else you cleans. There's something in there that don't look right, cut it out. Like just skin. Well, it's got an inner layer. I don't know what you call that. Some of it has got a dark spot on it. I don't know. I cut it out, and besides it, that skin's gonna go away. When I strain it, it's not gonna be nothing then but just pure clear lard. So I'm gonna work on this for a while. I'm sure y'all don't want to watch me cut up this whole big pile. I got all my lard cut up. If I didn't mention before, this is the leaf fat. And if you didn't know or wondering, the leaf fat comes from the inside of the hog. And another thing, anything I mention, some of it I've read, some of it's just my own opinion. I'm going to stir this up a little bit. Always remember when I was a kid, I can remember my grandpa and my mother both doing this outside in a very big black kettle. And they'd always have a big wooden paddle stirring it up with. Keep it stirred. So I got my little paddle. It's actually a wooden spatula. It works good. I've got my roaster here is probably a little over half full now. And I got it all going in there. And I've cooked. I was saying that I really like a roaster. I've tried it on top of the stove. I've cooked it in a crock pot. Crock pot works, but if you got just a little bit, and it's all day long job too in a crock pot. So this is much better. That's my opinion. I'll show you what it looks like in there in my roaster. It is a cooking down. I've got it set about 225 right now. I like to gradually bring it up, and I'll flip it on up here to about 250 and let it set there at 250, and I will stir it about every 15 minutes. I stir it around a little bit. And my lard is rendered down enough. I can start dipping some lard out of it. So I'm going to dip some out and put in these. I'm going to try these new things out where I got. They hold a cup. They're silicone. They hold a cup in each one of these, and you put it in the freezer and let them freeze, and then I can take it out and wrap it in like a wax paper, and then put them in a Ziploc bag. I just want to try some of these. I got one. I put bacon grease in it. It holds 2 tablespoons, and I use it for my bacon grease. And after they freeze, I just dump them out and put them in a Ziploc bag. Works real good. So I thought I would try some of these. I put some in jars too, but I got plenty of jars, but don't have a lot of room to store my jars, so I thought it'd be handy just put some in the freezer. So I'm gonna try these things out. My lard has been rendering for about close to 4 hours. It's mostly done. It's still going to be a little while before it's completely done. But I can dip some out. I want to go ahead and dip some out and put in here, so it could be setting up. I'll let them cool a little bit, and then I'll put them in the deep freeze. I like the lard. It's getting, just so clear and all natural. One left here. Lard has a lot of vitamin D, and I was reading where it also has some vitamin E in it too. All right. Dump them back in there. Let them finish cooking. Or stir it up a little while. Got it here. It's getting close to being done. Got my little paddle back over. So here, set this back over here out of the way. I will probably end up with my hand in it or something. Sit over here and let it cool down some, and then I'll put it in the freezer. They also come with lids. I put a lid on it and then put it in the freezer. My lard is completely done. I wanted to kind of show it to you so you can see what it looks like when it's all the way done. There's no bubbling to it, just a little bit of simmer here and there. And this meat, it will float, but I've done dipped enough out of here, it's not gonna float. It ain't got enough room. That's one way you can tell. This will float, and it's like a golden brown. That's just right, I think. So I'm gonna get set up here to where I can put some in jars. I got most of this here dipped off, so now I'm gonna put it through here and see if I can squeeze some more out of it. I guess I'm running out there. unplug that. See if I can pour this in there. Got it down to where I've done dipped all I can dip. All righty, that's empty. So now we're going to see if we can get some more out of it. It's a squeezing down there. Now it's getting pretty tight. It must be about the end of it. Yeah, wait for it to drain off a little bit more. It's still dripping there. We've got pure lard, nothing processed, all natural. Do a taste test. It's good. I had them in my oven preheating them. It's one thing you always want to make sure you do, preheat your jars. You don't want to pour no hot lard in a cold jar. Screw this back over here a little bit more. And that is one real important thing. You don't want none of those little bitty tiny pieces of meat in there. You want it just all, nothing in here but your lard. There's the little crumbs or whatever they are come off the meat in there. You don't want none of that in your lard. That's what will ruin your lard quicker than anything else. Stick a paper towel in here and plug this hole up so I can move this. I won't pour too much and run it over. I've done that before. Well, I'm going to have me another bite. Yeah, I could eat them all day. I can squeeze some of this through there. Yeah, that's working. It's got a lot of stuff in it. I'm going to throw this one out. Get me another one. These filters they really working good. This is the first time I've used them. I usually use cheesecloth. I have to double it, or sometimes 3 layers of it, and it worked pretty good. But I ordered these filters from Amazon, and I really like them. I was watching YouTube, True Grit Appalachia Ways. Megan, she was using some of them. And after I seen her use them, I thought I got to find me some of them. So I went on Amazon and found them. And now I really like them. Switch to another jar. See that? Clear, natural, unprocessed. Put the rest of it in here. And I will let that sit there and drain out. Well, we got it done. This is what we ended up with. 5.5 quarts. I got 1 quart and a pint in a jar. And then I still got 2 more of these filled up. They hold a quart. And I got to put these in the freezer and let them get froze real good. And these are some I already froze and vacuum sealed them. It looks pretty neat. I think that vacuum seal is the way to go. Freeze them and then vacuum seal them. This will last for a long time in the freezer. And that's the end results. If you want to decide to make some of your own, the best advice I would have is to make sure you cook it low and slow. Don't rush it. I cook this at 250. Don't go over 275. And another thing is make sure you got real good filters to filter it through, because you don't want any little tiny crumbs of the meat part in there. That's what will ruin your lard quicker than anything. So there you have it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you come back and see me. I'm Jack. I'll be back.